All right, I've got one final question, and this is a little bit of a kind of random off the wall curveball. I made a video earlier today talking about this, and so I figured I'd throw it your way and see what your thoughts are. But so much of old school baseball is about acting like you've been there before. Okay, you hit a home run. Let's act like you've been there before. It's almost like a style thing. It seems in the big leagues. Like let's have this kind of cool guy act. And when I do something cool, it's not a big deal. That's what's expected. I'm a big leaguer. That kind of seems to be the vibe. And I think that a lot of times big leaguers or people who have played at a high level expect kids to play in that same way. Almost, I've even heard it put before. Okay, these kids have got to earn the right to celebrate, and the only way you do that is by getting to the highest levels. What would be your response to someone who maybe holds that view that you should really only celebrate once you win the World Series? Otherwise, you should keep your head down and act like you've been there before.
That is a good one. I like this. Well, I always say my number one priority is joy, and we'll call that 1A, and then character development 1B. But if I notice that joy is seeping into the disrespect for the other team or disrespect for the opponent, then I flip them and I go character 1A, joy 1B. So I think you got to kind of read the room. I mean, I am Mr. Joy. I bring a drum on every baseball field I coach on, and there is a physical movement, what I call salutes for everything. A single is a single bicep, a double is a double bicep. We're congratulating everything with a physicality. And like I said, my favorite moment is when a kid's face lights up after they hit a ball and they're running towards first base. But read the room. If that bat flip or that celebration, it feels like it's seeping into a dig on the other team, well, yes, then I do have a problem with it because sportsmanship should be a number one, win with class. I don't think we have to Barry Sanders every touchdown and just hand the ball to the ref quietly. I think that brings in a lot more fans to the game. So I I think it's a case by case basis. I think is the only way I could answer that. If I sniff out disrespect, um, then I'm gonna have a quiet one on one with that kid and say, I love. Uh, I love how you celebrate good things. You should. Um, but what was underneath that? Were you demeaning the opponent, the other player, or was it a full-on celebration trying to get your team fired up? So I kind of go back and forth between character and joy, and just make sure there's a good balance there. So for the guy screaming "Get off my lawn" with that stuff. There's maybe 15% of that guy within me, and 85% go beat on a drum and celebrate like it's a birthday party. So, um, I yeah, I I would disagree with that take, but only to a certain extent.